Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
Evaluations for Black children.
Here's why I threw away all my blood pressure meds.
Drinking this before bed can lower blood pressure by
children. This is why Dr. Umar does free review of intellectually disabled evaluations for Black children. Don't let your child graduate. Don't let your child graduate from high school classified as intellectually disabled if they are not, because that can be used to prevent them from ever carrying a weapon. Let's continue. Gun Control Act, 1968. Felons, psychiatric drug users, and mental incompetence. They did that to undermine the Black community's ability to resist police oppression. Also in 1968, J. Edgar Hoover called the original Black Panther Party. J. Edgar Hoover, right after they killed King the same year, called the Black Panther Party the greatest threat to the internal security of the country. The greatest threat to the internal security of the country. The greatest threat to the internal security of the country. And then in 1968, the Black Panther Party. My heroes, the Black Panther Party. Our heroes, the Black Panther Party. Our ancestors and elders, because some of them are still here, had a free breakfast and clinic program. Free breakfast and clinic program. Free breakfast and clinic in the elementary schools was started by the Black Panther Party in the community in order to undermine the influence of the Black Panther Party. In order to undermine the influence of the Black Panther Party, the U.S. government started giving free breakfast in the schools. The government was not giving breakfast before the Panthers was giving breakfast. The government was not giving breakfast before the Panthers was giving breakfast. The government was not giving breakfast before the Panthers were giving breakfast. Brothers and sisters. Okay? It was the Black Panthers who started the free lunch. And to undermine the Panthers, the government started giving out free lunch. And the Panthers had clinics in the community, so the government started putting clinics in the high schools because the Panthers were doing it. The government copied the Panthers. Of course, Garvey did it even before them. But in recent times, it was the Panthers who was feeding our babies and giving out health care in the community. And to undermine the love that the Black community was having for the Panthers, the government started putting free breakfast and lunch in the schools with the health care clinics. And then in 1968, to appease Negroes, in order to appease Negroes, your President Lyndon Baines Johnson, a Democrat, signed an executive order requiring affirmative action in hiring and government contracts for women, not for Black people, for women. See, this is the beginning of the feminism, modern feminism, which was invented and financed by the CIA. Modern feminism, which was invented and financed by the CIA. Modern feminism, invented and financed by the CIA. J. Edgar Hoover, Lyndon Baines Johnson in 68 signs the executive order requiring affirmative action in hiring and government contracts for women, not blacks, for women. You see that? So you already see Dr. King only been in the grave a few months. Dr. King only been in the grave a few months. Dr. King only been in the grave a few months, and they're already promoting the white woman's agenda above the black community's agenda. They're already promoting. Dr. King only been dead 5 months. They're already promoting the woman's agenda over and above the black community agenda. And then in 68, Henry Lewis became the first black conductor of a major American orchestra. One thing you're going to see when we get into the 70s, they start giving black people a lot of tokenism. They started giving black people a lot of tokenism. Black faces in high places, black faces in new places. Tokenism, black faces in high places, black faces in new places. Tokenism, black faces in high places, black faces in new places. They started giving us tokenism as a distraction from tokenism as a distraction from qualitative systemic change. We still fall for that strategy today. We still fall for that strategy today. We still fall for that strategy today. They'll give you a Barack Obama. They'll give you a Colin Powell, rest in peace. They'll give you a Condoleezza Rice. They'll give you a Clarence Thomas. They'll give you a Kamala Harris. And you think that means progress for the group because a few tokens were put in some new places. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for the okie doke, brothers and sisters. 1968, Fred Hampton. 1968, Fred Hampton. 1968, Fred Hampton. In 1968, Fred Hampton, a youth activist, joins the Black Panther Party. In 1968, the same year that Dr. King and little Bobby Hutton is murdered, Fred Hampton, how old was Fred? 20 years old, joins the Black Panther Party, quickly becoming the Illinois chair of the Black Panther Party. Illinois Black Panther Party chair, Fred Hampton, 1968. January 1st, 69. We get into the 70s. We get into the 70s. We get into the 70s, brothers and sisters. You better strap on your seatbelt. You better strap on your seatbelt. And by the way, I will be the history and political science teacher at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for your sons. I will be the political science teacher at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy for your sons. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, International Africans, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, International Africans, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. On January the 1st of 1969, on January the 1st of 1969, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 signed to Motown Records and dropped the #1 hit, ABC. It's just easy as 1, 2, 3, do, re, mi, ABC, baby, you and me, girl. Rest in peace to Michael Jackson, the greatest who ever did it. Rest in peace to Michael Jackson, the greatest who ever did it. But on January 1st, 1969, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 signed to Motown Records and dropped the hit record, ABC. That means Africans, blacks, and coons. Conscious Africans, conscious blacks, and coons. ABC. It's just easy as 1, 2, 3. I just see a coon next to me. Coons can be, coons know me, coons we see. Let's continue. Let's continue, brothers and sisters. On January 17th, 1969, tragedy would hit the Black Panther Party in California on January the 17th of 1969. Tragedy would hit the Black Panther Party in California when Alprentice Bunchy Carter, rest in peace to our great ancestor, Alprentice Bunchy Carter and John Huggins, leader of the West Coast Black Panther Party, were shot and killed on the UCLA campus, Campbell Hall, by members of Malana Karenga's United Slave Organization. On January the 17th, 1969, our ancestors, Alprentice Bunchy Carter and John Huggins, were ambushed on the campus of UCLA inside of Campbell Hall, shot dead by members of Malana Karenga's United Slaves Movement. Malana Karenga was not present from what I understand. He also denies any participation or culpability. The murder of Alprentice Bunchy Carter and John Huggins remains a mystery in the Black community to this very day. But it was discovered that COINTELPRO instigated the rivalry between the Black Panther Party and the United Slaves. And then, on January the 20th, 1969, Richard the Renegade Republican Nixon was sworn in as the 37th President of the United States.
sharing the link.
Richard Nixon's election and inauguration signaled the symbolic end of the Black civil rights struggle. Richard Nixon's inauguration on January the 20th, 1969, signaled the symbolic end to the Black civil rights era, ushering in an age of the criminalization of Black people, police siege of the Black community. Nixon would bring in mandatory minimum sentencing, prison construction, and undercover police officers. Richard Nixon would pioneer mandatory minimum sentencing, undercover police officers, and mass prison construction. And with Medgar dead, with Malcolm dead, with Martin dead, with the Panthers fighting as much as they can to defend us from the police, we had no serious leadership. We had no serious leadership after Malcolm and Martin, with the exception of the Panthers, who could speak up and advocate for Black people to push back against Richard Nixon returning Black people to Jim Crow. Richard Nixon would return you to Jim Crow by way of mass incarceration. And then on May 9th, 1969, the Bilderbergers would meet in Denmark.
Not the double cheeseburger.
The Bilderbergers will meet. When I do the Bilderberg podcast, we're going to get into.
No, don't do the Bilderberg.
Now, remember, I said Lyndon Baines Johnson signed an executive order for white feminists, right? The white woman got her equality on the back of the Black civil rights struggle. The white feminists got their equality on the back of the Black civil rights struggle. Now here comes the Rainbow Nation. Dr. King murdered April 4th of 1968. On July the 19th of 1969, 1 year and 3 months later, Dr. King's grave was not even cold yet. 1 year and 3 months later, on July 19th, 1969.
Fucking bill, whatever it is.
Hold on.
The act. Wait a minute. They didn't get bit by dogs. At least, like, you got Jewish people rocking with it.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Like, wait.
On June
White
28th,
women,
1960.
wait a minute. What the fuck?
On
happened?
June 28th,
White folks are
1960.
getting denied service.
1 year and 2 months after Dr. King was murdered, the Stonewall riots
and white
in
women
New
just
York
could be
City
attached to it
officially
and none of the
began
fights.
the gay rights movement.
Like, no,
June 28th,
that
1969,
some type
the
of way.
Stonewall riots in New York City gave birth to the gay
March
rights movement.
We're talking about the
1
women.
year
We ain't talking about
after
random
Dr.
white women
King's
here and there.
death.
We're talking about the women's suffrage motherfuckers.
Richard Nixon becomes president. He back rolls black folks. And then the Rainbow Nation give birth to their movement, taking over the black civil rights movement. Do y'all see how this works? Do y'all see how this works? They kill King. Richard Nixon becomes president. He rolls back all the civil rights he can, gives birth to the modern criminalization movement of the black community, and then the Rainbow Nation swoops in, takes over the civil rights movement that Richard Nixon just arrested. The Rainbow Nation swoops in and takes over the civil rights movement that Richard Nixon just arrested. The Rainbow Nation swoops in and takes over the black civil rights movement that Richard Nixon just arrested.
Well, let me pause this clown for
I have a confession. I am not only the greatest black school psychologist in American history.
That's a lie.
I'm the greatest black political scientist.
That's a lie.
In American history.
That's cat.
I have a confession. I'm not only the greatest black school psychologist in American history. I'm the greatest black political scientist in American history. And I got what?
That's cat. All right. So this was going on. So black men were granted the right to vote in the 1860s. 14th Amendment. Women were granted the right to vote, I believe, in between the 18th to 20th Amendment. I want to say the 19th Amendment. Somebody correct me. Google that real fast. Okay, so I believe women were granted the right to vote, I think the 20th Amendment, okay? So I understand women being attached to the Civil Rights Act to some degree, because although men, black men, really just black men, I know it wasn't black women, black men were granted the right to vote, and it was women, I think the 19th or 20th Amendment. Okay, the problem is that black men and women votes were not respected. So they'll be chased off from the polls or suppressed, voter suppression, all that type of shit is going on. So I understand why women to a certain degree, like all women, were attached to the Civil Rights Act, because that's what it needed to be. Like their votes weren't being respected at all either. They had no protection, is what I mean, respect or protect. But it was the problem I got is the problem I got is white women were not marching like as a collective, like as a group or organization, maybe as individuals, lone wolves, whatever. But as a whole, or at least a group organization, they were not marching like that. And maybe my blackology, maybe they did. My blackology is just I didn't see that. But that's the issue I have with that. But check out that poll, and let's check out Brother Polite. Scam sales are down, and he is big mad.
Blessings in abundance. It's Brother Polite. And what we got to have a discussion about today is...
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
I don't really like...
West Africa, The Watcher, High Five.
A lot of y'all got to get out of that. So, here's the first thing. You guys really should do your best. Is that a Halloween mask in the back of this nigga car?
So, I got a clever name for this brother. I felt like Po-Brotha-light sounds better for his name. Like I heard Po and Light, I heard a lot of things. And I'm like, I think this fits Po because he's poor as far as substance. He's poor in substance. He's a brother and he's light work. You dig? So I said Po-Brotha-light. And like, Grandma Po baby. I think it's like Po-Brotha-light struggling. He got a struggle scam. He has a struggle scam. He's mad at his audience. He handpicked his audience. He's mad at them for not coming through on the come through. I think that's New Jersey slang. They're not coming through on the come through. He's not getting paid on the back end. He's not even getting paid on the front end. Listen to him.
Spooky. Anyway, I'm gonna get my mind out of it. I'm thinking it's a head just there staring at me. Hold on, y'all. Y'all gotta see this kind of crazy.
I didn't even see that.
Nigga, I'm looking like, what is looking at me? That's
In the next 45 seconds, I'm going to show you how we earn a 5-figure month income from our art in 20 days. Now, look, I know
that shit is spooky. Yo, I'm talking and I just feel like something's looking at me. Then I look like, oh shit.
That's how he like,
let that have been nighttime. That'd have been crazy. But anyway, I apologize. That shit had me spooky. I'm like, I had to double take. But yeah, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's how people be acting out here. When you look at it, fix their damn credit. They be looking spooked like that. So here's what I don't like. Don't contact me and ask me how come I gotta charge so much money. That's corny. Because first of all, when we sending out letters, affidavits, compendiums, and memorandums on your behalf to 30 different financial institutions and credit bureaus, and we're sending out registered mail via green card, receipt, signature confirmation, that comes up to at least $640 to $680 per client. So $640 is out the door already. Then for me to have an assistant,
he just made
for me to
hold on.
comes up to now. First of all, when we sending out letters, affidavits.
Wait. Hold on. Yo, most businesses, right, when they get paid for their products or services, they put the money back in the business, and sometimes you just break even. Sometimes you this is what businesses do. So he's because he don't own a business, never have a legit one. He doesn't get it that just because you're in business and just because your business make $1 million, that does not mean you're not $500,000 in debt. You can make $1 million from sales and be $500,000 in debt. The nigga clearly don't watch Shark Tank. The nigga clearly don't watch what's my boy name? What's my other show? Shark Tank and not Billionaire Buyer, but it's the one with Romero, whatever. But he shows you he's like Shark Tank by himself, but he shows you that companies can make a lot of money, but something is wrong. Like maybe when you're shipping off your product, it weighs too much, you're losing money. You got to get the shit lighter or different, or maybe change from bottle to plastic. And so there's so many reasons why, or you could just have a shithole company that just gobbles up money. It's a great product, but to maintain that product in good quality, right? It just gobbles up. It's a money gobbler. And Kevin O'Leary would say, take it behind the barn and shoot it. That's his business. So by he complaining about when you pay your $2,000 where the money goes, we don't care. That's irrelevant. Like that's your problem. Like you need to find a better plan. Scale your scam differently. But although he's lying, he's not paying nobody anything. He got no damn staff. But even if he did, like, who gives a shit? Like, who cares what does Chick-fil-A got to do to maintain good quality and this and that, light bills? We don't give a fuck when we go ahead and buy food for them. That's your problem. Take my $5, take my $10 and get my goddamn food. Hot and fresh. I don't care if y'all go out of business tomorrow. Give a shit. Get my food today. So for this nigga to complain where the money goes, even though he's lying, but let's say if he's being honest, who gives a fuck? Like, that's not something you tell to the public, to your customers, your clients, whatever. That shit crazy.
Compendiums and memorandums on your behalf to 30 different financial institutions and credit bureaus, and we're sending out registered mail via green card.
Roger said, when the money gets low, the hunger shows.
financial institutions and credit bureaus, and we're sending out registered mail via
nigga, why?
Financial affidavit. Much money. What I don't like. Don't contact me and ask me how come I gotta charge so much money.
So don't ask him why you got charged so much money. Here we go.
That's corny. Because first of all,
that's corny for you to act like the nigga comebacks, and people, he's supposed to be smart. That's corny. When people ask, why is $2,000? Like, that's a legit question. If you was to call any credit repair service and ask them, like, how much do they charge, and they give you the amount, you have the right as a client, customer, whatever you are to them, you have the right to say, wait, why that's so much money? Same thing with H&R Block and whoever else who does your taxes or do any service for you. It could be a plumber. It could be a contractor. You have the right to say, yo, why does she cost so much? And they got to be able to justify why the price is there. Real simple. When I sell my lessons for chess, it's not cheap. It's not for, low income people. It's for people who are getting bread. And I explain why the price is the price. I say, hey, man, for one, I basically come to you, sort of, meet you halfway. For two, look how many champions I came out of my system, my program. Yeah, you're going to pay for that. Yeah, so you getting quality, great, you getting championship lessons. Got about 25 champions at between 6 and 7 ages, 6 years old, 7 years. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you're going to pay for that. I'm not no after. And my pitch is, if you want to learn how to play chess, go somewhere else. If you want to learn how to win at chess, come to me. I don't teach you how to play. I teach you how to win, right? So that's my pitch. But this nigga, go ahead.
First of all, when we sending out letters, affidavits, compendiums, and memorandums on your behalf to 30 different financial institutions and credit bureaus, and we're sending out registered mail via green card, receipt, signature confirmation, that comes up.
Send that nigga cash app. Yeah. Let's all send that nigga $1. Let's find a nigga cash app, send him $1. And be like, it say for what? You know how it says, like on Cash App, it says for what? Let's put scam sales are low. That would be funny as hell.
Up to at least $640 to $680 per client. So $640 is out the door already. Then for me to have an assistant, for me to have a caseworker.
Okay, now if using Shark Tank, they would say, why are all those people needed? You dig? They'll say lighten the load.
And then when we doing the financial literacy aspect of things,
sure,
and wealth stewardship coaching, because I come in as your mentor.
He's the mentor. Dr. Umar is a political science teacher. It's just all over the fucking place.
Understand that who you have at your disposal is my accountants, my attorneys, my loan officers. That's how we're able to get people clearance to get the money. That's how we're able to get people.
Hold on, this nigga's acting like all the. I mean, yo, don't y'all ever call Umar a scammer, and this nigga and this guy. Don't. He's a scammer. Look how far he's going to lie to you. He's going to tell you that he got accountants, lawyers, CPA. He just saying random shit. Dude, how much money are they getting? They wouldn't even be involved. Like Kevin O'Leary says, they can't even lick their chops to the crumbs they're getting from that $2,000 that you claim you're dispersing. You're, paying that person $2,000. Like some of these folks work, $100, $200 for the hour. Fuck you talking about $2,000 or even a day? You talking about $2,000? And you got all these people involved. How are they getting paid? They got to wait for the back end. This nigga, like he when you, it's one thing to sell your scam. He's overselling his scam.
Clearance to get the money. Shout out to Sal for playing my videos on his channel. Appreciate that. So you getting CPAs, loan officers,
yeah, right. But fill out the poll, guys. So I got the poll there for a reason, because sometimes we disagree on who's scamming and who's not. And I'm talking about this particular scam where he's saying he can get you $100,000 to $300,000, right? If you just send them $2,000 and you don't got to pay back that money. Okay. If you think that is a scam, say yes to the poll. If it's asking that question, I forgot how I worded it. If you believe that this is not a scam, it's just a bad business offer, bad business service, whatever you think, then put no. Okay. I want to fill out, the crowd. I want to see, I'm checking the temperature.
It's a mentor, a caseworker. And we're not only boosting your credit, we're educating you so you know of the plethora of options that are available to you. So when you get the monies, you don't squander it. Now I know you say, man, you don't have to explain this.
Look at his face. Hey, this guy got shades on and a hat and a white tee. Like, dude, are you serious? I mean, believe me, when black men are shining and they're bragging about money, they're not wearing a white tee unless they got ice all over their neck. Okay? That's not how black men look when we're showing off money. I'm going to show you how black men look when we're showing off money. Okay? Let me show you how black niggas look. Let me show you how black niggas look. Okay. Let me show you how black niggas look when we showing off money. And this was a good interview, by the way. You have to check this out.
I went nearly 20 years without smiling, but now the U.S. government just...
Wait that ass. In fact, I will play the end of it. Okay. This time, we're going to wear a white tee? You said nigga neck?
But I'm going to tell you this right now.
Black men who claim they got a lot of money, if we wear white tee, we're going to have that right there on the neck. I'm going to come back to that. I ain't know Tory Lanez did it.
Wake that ass up.
By the way, I love to watch rappers, R&B artists, whoever it is. I love to watch like music artists interviews, because when you hear them talk, you get to really even though I don't like them like as an artist, I like to just hear them talk to see where their mind is at, to see if they're articulate, see if they're actually educated or they really stupid from the streets. Like I love because that's my only way to give them a fair criticism. You dig? To criticize them fairly or judge them or give them a strong opinion. I gotta listen to them talk. 40 minutes interview, whatever. That's just for me. I just can't cost my stupid because they're rapping or they in the game. I gotta listen to them talk, hear their minds, hear the different questions that's being brought to them. And I'm like, all right, okay. Because I changed my mind about certain people. I respect them a little more. I respect her a little more, or I don't respect her now, or I don't respect them now. That's what I do. I give people kind of like a fair chance.
The breakfast one called Camp David.
You see the wrist? See the rings? See the fingers?
Which I used to record all my records in. I still do sometimes.
Especially New York. He bragging about New York. This is how New Yorkers look when they got bread and they're bragging about cash. All right? They're gonna look fly, especially New York. Especially New York. They're gonna, that's a New York thing. They're gonna, not New Jersey necessarily, but New York, they're gonna look fly, bro. Sis, they're gonna look fly. All right. They ain't gonna sit there and wear some bullshit, just shades and a hat and claim they're rich. They're gonna wear the shit. And you can't really, you wear that ice. It's kind of hard to fake that shit. Even renting that shit, it's kind of hard to rent it. All right. So that's my problem with this nigga right here. He got some shades on and a hat, and we supposed to believe this nigga got money. With a white tee. Come on, bro. That shit not even polo white tee. It's probably like a Hanes white tee. Like, dude, stop it. Or at least have like a Mary white tee. Like, don't have some regular shit that a fucking 13-year-old gang member could buy.
I know you say, man, you don't have to explain this.
My name is Chris, and before I started using Redwood, I never felt the stamina, drive, and energy.
Who voted no? No. So we want the honest.
But it has to be explained because, can I let the people?
I'm not gonna get anybody. So the votes are anonymous. Like, we don't know who did what. Okay, your vote is anonymous. So if you put no, that's okay. that just means that I'm not doing a great job of pointing out the scam. I'll do that when the video's over. I'll do it at the back end of the video.
That I help speak. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So come find out when you ask people to do 30, 45-second videos after you boost their score 150 damn points. You know what they do? I ain't really trying to just have everybody know my business. Now, I understand you don't want people to know you got...
Please listen to this. This is so funny. He's complaining. He's mad at the people who he claims he serviced and their credit was fixed, right? Or better. It was better off significantly. He's mad because they won't do a 35, 45-second video to say, hey, Brother Polite, fix my credit. So listen to this guy. This is hilarious.
The bag. They do 45. Can I let the people that I help speak? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So come find out when you ask people to do 30, 45-second videos after you boost their score 150 damn points. You know what they do? I ain't really trying to just have everybody know my business. Now, I understand you don't want people to know you got the bag. You don't need to let people know I just got $200,000 credit line. I just got $300,000. You don't got to do like Brother Polite and show your black cards, and you don't got to do all of that. But when Brother Polite hits you and say, yo, fam, your score just went up 180 points and we still working for you, you mind doing 30, 40-second videos? Now, you know, I don't never even care about testimonials because I feel like if millionaires are on the Breakfast Club saying that I empowered them financially.
Now look at this bullshit he about to go. This little rant. Listen to this.
Because I feel like if millionaires are on the Breakfast Club saying that I empowered them financially, if billionaires is saying go to Brother Polite for your credit restoration, Floyd Mayweather.
But Mayweather most likely just ask you what you do. Oh, I fix credit. And Mayweather is assuming you are legit. So when he does his live and you're around like a groupie, oh yeah, go to Brother Polite for credit. Like Mayweather's not like he's probably gullible to like fucking scammers. You dig? Like he wouldn't even understand why you're scamming. So Ron Artest, which you never see with Polite ever again, and Mayweather say, yeah, go to Polite for your credit repair. And he thinks that dude, if Ron Artest on the Breakfast Club, like he said, with 20 million views, vouch for you. If Mayweather said, yo, go to Polite, Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. If Mayweather tells people to go to Polite for credit, you can't get two bigger plugs than that, my boy. 20 million views, Breakfast Club and Floyd Mayweather, and they both get you a plug, and you still can't get motherfuckers to subscribe. It's you. Stop complaining about the people. It's you did something wrong. You're not appealing. Nobody sold on this millionaire lifestyle that you're saying you have. You better off looking normal with Ron Artest backing you and Mayweather backing you. Better off looking normal, saying, yeah, man, I do the credit repair. I can fix, you might get more, but you're pitching this lifestyle like you're rich for fucking fixing credit. You're rich for fixing credit. That's why nobody can fathom that. Yo, so you're rich for fixing credit? Like, man, I don't believe that shit.
Better world peace, in case y'all think I'm just saying anything, right? So when I got millionaires, 100 millionaires and billionaires, or people who made over $1 billion in their career and still have hundreds of millions of dollars, endorsing me for the work that I do for their friends and their family and their company, their workers, I don't really be caring, because I be like, nothing's ever going to satisfy people, because
look at he's really frustrated. It's kind of sad. But my boy, if you work with billionaires and millionaires, you wouldn't be crying over pennies from broke niggas in the community. Please believe me.
Endorsing me or people who made up. So when I got millionaires, 100 millionaires and billionaires, or people who made over $1 billion in their career and still have hundreds of millions of dollars, endorsing me for the work that I do for their friends and their family and their company, their workers, I don't really be caring, because I be like, nothing's ever going to satisfy people, because if I'm on a damn Breakfast Club with an NBA player saying I go to him for financial advice and everything, and it's empowered me in his work, and he be knowing stuff that even people that are hired to do this don't know, it's on there. Millions of views, over 20 million on Facebook. Then people be like, yo, but can we get testimonies from regular people? You know what you're going to do when I show you regular people? That's probably all his friends, though. But
you can't show regular people because they won't give you the testimony.
You know what you're gonna do when I show you regular people? That's probably all his friends though, because don't nobody know them. So I give you somebody that everybody freaking know. You ain't happy, and I give you people that people don't know. You ain't happy, but watch this.
This $40 filtration device is the last air purifier you'll ever buy.
The average American home collects 40 pounds.
So, prime example, I talked to his sister. Okay, we deleted over 30 items. Your credit is up. You at 780 right now. 750. 765. We boosted your scores dramatically. You was in hell at 450 when we met you. Can you do a 30, 45-second video? Just say your city, your state, where you from, that I fix your credit, and the boost. 30, 45 seconds. And I'll just accumulate them all and do a video collage. I do got some videos. But fine. So the sister say, yeah, how soon you need it? As soon as possible. Just send it. It's just 30, 45 seconds. Okay, so I gotta get my hair done and I gotta do this. Okay, so she gotta get her hair done and everything. Cool. I ain't really be trying to harass people. I got curious one day. Like, damn, you know, it's been like a week. Did you finally get your hair done? Because this.
Yo, he's pressuring folks to do a video, a testimonial video. He said, damn, been a week. You get your hair done? Oh my God, nigga, she's shopping. She got 250 grand. Nigga, leave her alone. Let her blow her money first and then come back.
Her hair done and everything. It's just 30, 45 seconds. Okay, so I gotta get my hair done and I gotta do this. Okay, so she gotta get her hair done and everything. Cool. I ain't really be trying to harass people. I got curious one day. Like, damn, you know, it's been like a week. Did you finally get your hair done? Because this was somebody that traditionally would call us every 2 days from the time she started. You got to update? I'm like, miss, it's the first 48 hours. You got to update? Miss, this is the next 48 hours. You got to update? Okay, miss, we're not going to do this. This is the same week. So stop. So now your score lit, deleted over 30 items. And I say, miss, a little 30, 45-second video so you just let people know where you at. Thus far, we're still working. So guess what happens? Guess what happens?
This shit is funny, yo.
I said, oh, you said you was going to get your hair done, right? Yeah, but you know what? My score had went down. I said, your score went down? Why did that happen? Not sure why it would be going down, so you can't do the video because your score went down. So I go check, right?
He said, so you can't do the video because your score went down. Yeah, hell no.
Your score went down because the second your score got lit, you applied for credit cards and blew the damn cards up already. Does that sound like, I'm telling her what she did. Oh yeah, I did that. So that's going to cause my score to go down so quickly. So can you at least still let people know the work I've done in the span of time that I was able to do it in? When my score go back up. What? The next sister. Gotta get my hair.
He was. Look at this.
What? When my score go back up. What? The next sister. Gotta get my hair done and everything like that. Yo, you don't gotta do a photo shoot to talk about your credit.
Photo shoot.
Please, it's not that deep. I appreciate the idea that you want to be dolled up and everything, but at the end of the day, you wind up not doing it. But the amount of times people call is ridiculous. So, case in point, I had somebody just recently ask for a fucking refund. So you got it. But let's go through the stipulations. How much did this Negro get that he didn't have to pay back?
$7,000.
He has $7,000. He paid $2,000. We got him $7,000 on a loan that he didn't have to pay back. I told him, don't worry, we're still working for you, but any money we find out there, we're gonna keep getting for you, because that's how my program works. It just so happened he was part of a demographic that I realized, oh, this money's available to someone like you in your city, your state, your zip code, your age, your gender, your level of education. You could get this money and you don't have to pay it back.
Yeah, but you should do that later or last. You told people 100 to 300 grand. So when they see $7,000, they're not impressed. All right, just let you know. That's going to look bad all the time.
Yo, bro, I thought I was going to get anywhere between 30 grand to 100 or 50 grand to 300. Bro, we're still working. But why should we not get you this money on your 40th day? You paid $2,000. I found $7,000 that you don't have to pay back.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's not what we said you was going to do. You know what? Keep the refund. But here's where it gets goofy. Nah, bro, you still gotta work for me. So I'm supposed to give you your 2 G's back. You made $7,000 that you don't have to pay back, and I'm supposed to keep fucking working for you? I lost my fucking mind. I used to look up to you. Fuck you. Like, that's part of me. See, there you go. I ain't fucking working for you.
99% of Christians misunderstand this Bible verse. Is any sick among you? Let him call
for you. I lost my fucking mind. I used to look up to you. Fuck you. Like, that's part of me. See, there you go. My energy. I gotta charge more, or I just gotta leave the fucking service alone. Cause I'm starting not to like people. Especially us. I'm really starting to dislike black people. Because it's like, you think he gave me 10% of the 7,000? He gave me nothing. He just complained after he got the 7,000 that it wasn't enough. Bitch, I did that shit in 40 days. You spent 2, you got back 7, you don't have to pay back. And I said, I'm still working for you. And your credit went up. He damn near 800 on Experian. In 40 days. But because you ain't get $100,000 back, that I said I'm still working. But we found that and it was available, so why not get it to you? Should we wait for everything you fuck around and miss the opportunity? So I don't want to hear shit when I stop or when I raise the price, because I'm not getting paid enough, because my real money comes on the back end when I get my 10%. And guess what? Niggas get $150,000 and they can't give you 10%, 15 grand. Niggas get $200,000 and suddenly they got everything in the world they got to pay, but they can't pay the homie that put you in a position. And then if I'm not even asking for 10%, I'm asking for a 30, 45 second video. If you see your scores going up and your scores is over 80 and it's over 100, and you see, yo, Brother Polite did delete items and he did take shit off my report. What is the harm? What is the harm? If I'm deleting items and I'm taking shit off the report, what is the harm in doing a 30, 45 second video? Again, I'm not asking you to disclose your personal business about how much money you got, because I understand some of you still live in the hood. You got friends, family watching. You don't want to know your business. So I always tell people, you ain't got to really disclose that. But I don't really ask for testimonials. But now since I said, let me get some, I'm disgusted. Because people could blow up your phone for all sorts of shit. They can hit your line for dumb shit. Dumb shit. But then the little bit that I asked for is an issue. And I'm like, I'm changing your life. But everybody has to hide their identity. And that's okay. But everybody? Some people don't want to be on video. Yo, I'm not good at talking. Yo, bro, you don't have to be good talking to say your city, state, and your name. You don't even got to give your full name. City, state, name. Yeah, my score went up over 100 points. Thank you, Brother Polite. Deal! Yo, our people, man. Our people. So I'm just forewarning you guys. This is the last group of people getting this shit for 2,000. Because either I'm a fallback or I'm charging the right amount of money. It's never going to be the right amount of money. Because again, you're getting my attorneys at your disposal. You're getting loan officers at your disposal. These people that's on the books for me. You're getting a caseworker at your disposal. You're getting me as your mentor at your disposal so I can prepare you for the money that's coming in. So you got a wide range of ideas where you may want to invest in. And again, I'm a 9th grade dropout. I ain't got no credentials. So always double check and verify any direction I give you. It's discretionary. But at the end of the day, you got so many tools and resources available onto you. It doesn't even make sense. The $2,000 is encompassing so much. You're always going to be straight. I'm making sure you get unlimited credit cards. I'm making sure you get credit cards that you don't have late fees. I'm making sure you get credit cards you don't have to pay annual fees, year-to-year fees. I'm making sure I'm getting people's credit up to 800. I'm making sure people can be approved for loans that they don't got to pay back. 50,000, 100,000, 8,000 here, 10,000 there. I make sure your business meets the criteria so it can be approved for a loan while also load you up on your personal loans. By the time you're done, what you worth in credit is like $500,000. You know what people do online? Yeah, it's credit cards, but you got to pay it back. Show me the cash. Because at the end of the day, you got to pay. You dumbass. You dumbass. If I get you access to a credit card with $100,000 limit, and the only thing you can worry about is the fact that you got to pay it back, you're a fucking bum. And I'm going to tell you why you're a fucking bum. Because common sense tells you this. If you get 100,000, how many of you here, you see this how silly, people spooked about credit cards, but if I took it out the realm of credit cards and I said this, if I gave you $100,000 and said, yo, I just want you to give me back a little interest after you spend it, if you feel like you can invest it in something, you're not going to take the money? So all of a sudden, he's setting y'all up because you got to pay back credit cards. All of a sudden, I'm setting you up. But who in their fucking right mind is giving you $100,000 anyway? Y'all, so everybody out here is willing to turn down $100,000 because you can't pay it back. Okay, niggas keep lying. Y'all can lie. Because if someone says, I'll invest $100,000 into you, I'll let you have 100 grand. It's up to you to use it all or some of it to invest. If you got an idea or a business model that you feel that once you put the money up, you can get returns on your investment. And on top of it, I fortify it because I teach you how to get other credit cards, to use other cards to pay that off and another card to pay that off through a balance transfer option. Yo, I got the sauce. I know how to do this. And by the time your business kicks in and gives you your return, you lit. And then I'm also showing you how to get loans that you don't have to pay back. So why would you even need to use the credit cards in the first place? But I'll load you up because I also teach about credit card investing and getting the right type of credit cards, for instance, that don't charge you late fees. Now what you got to say, if the credit card doesn't charge you late fees, credit cards you don't have to pay back to the next year. Never heard of that one though. You see what I'm saying? It's different stuff going on planet Earth. But where people are getting their information from is trash.
He was waking up, so I had to get out and go outside. Oh my God, I was dying, yo. This nigga is, he is big man. Don't you question him. Don't you question his services, man. God damn. Commercial every time I
just got back, picking up a little protein. This is my chocolate caramel candy bar.
Hold on. Hold on. This nigga is big man.
Yeah, you hit me at brotherpolite45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to purchase for $2,000. For $2,000, I have the credit restoration service where you pay $2,000 up front. Please stop calling us and saying, can you just do the service for me? I give you the $2,000 on the back end and then 10% in it. And then you're basically asking me to pay for everybody.
Now, you're not paying no money. Stop the fucking lie. I mean, like, that wouldn't that be the, I already said that's his best option. His best, if he really trying to get everybody the bag to get his 10%, believe me, he'll be more successful. He'll have more people interested if they just gave him the 10% on the back end. No money up front. That nigga he'll be busy as hell right now. He wouldn't even have time to do these IG lives. If he said, everybody, listen, man, just holler at me, and he works on out where he takes it out himself, that would be better. If that can happen, that's his best option. The $2,000 up front, niggas skeptical, and they're gonna ask a lot of questions, dumb nigga. If you did it for free, well, the way it's supposed to be done, right? Really, credit repair, you get paid last. By the way, the service takes place first, and you get paid last. So if you've done it the right way, do the work first and get paid last, you wouldn't be even on here right now.
Because I have money, I'm supposed to pay for everybody.
I'm not paying for, you're lying about the accountants and lawyers. You don't have none of that shit, my boy. Stop it. There's so many credit repair agencies on YouTube. Nobody's using legit ones. Nobody's using lawyers and CPAs. Stop fucking lying.
How come you charging if you got all this money? Nobody who's making money is charging. Everybody that's making money is charging everybody.
Please.
Mayweather makes money, he's charging people. But then people say,
hey, Mongo, Gary Hart, check out the poll, fill out the poll. He said Mayweather is charging services. Dude, they don't fix credit. Like, the actual practice of fixing credit, you do the service, you get paid last. Just like a goddamn plumber. They do a plumber come to your home and say, yo, give me the money. They do the job and you pay the motherfucker. Or you pay them, you're going to give them. I mean, like, I don't really know. I'm not a plumber. But I'm sure if he wants any money up front, it's a small down payment. It ain't nowhere. If the cost was $1,100, you paying that plumber $100 or $200. You're not paying nowhere near, the full amount.
He's broke because he's still fighting fights that he knows he's going to win for hundreds of millions of dollars. Nobody gets mad at Warren Buffett for still making money and selling products. He's one of the wealthiest people on planet Earth. Ain't nobody mad at him for still selling products to poor people.
Yo, some mechanics, most that I ever came across, they do the work first, they ask for the money later. Barbers, do they get the money first or get later? Come on, man. Hey, you know how it goes. When you are a liar or when you're a thief and a liar, you think like a thief and a liar. You think everybody around you is either lying to you or trying to steal from you. That's how thieves and liars think. If this dude was legit, he would believe that the people he serviced is going to be honest and pay him because he did an honest work. Because he's doing a dishonest work, he thinks the people who are soliciting his services are dishonest people and they're going to drive him, which he's right.
Shit crazy.
There is no honor amongst thieves. You're a thief and the people soliciting your service from you, they're thieves too. And there's no honor among you two.
People got to wake up. You go to brotherpolite45@gmail.com. It's always excuses when it's time to hit the brother back. brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number. Your full name and your phone number.
Okay, so he's complaining about his clients, his customers, not fulfilling their bargain, right? But then he's still offering a service. Hey, yo, that is a time to step back and say, you know what? How can I iron these wrinkles? How can I fix it where this shit, the confusion is gone and I'm getting paid? Instead, he still throws out the email and get more people that he's supposedly going to service just to have them do the same shit the last 20 people did. It's like, dude, why don't you take a step back and fix your shit?
Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to pay $2,000 to boost your credit. We remove negative items off your report. Please don't call us and tell us, but my credit's good, so what's my price? Stop the fuck.
If their credit is good, why do they need you? So I guess they're talking about the loan, which is a good question. If my credit's already good, why do I need the credit restoration service? Just give me that 100 to 300 grand and I'll pay the 10% in the back end. That's how that shit goes. So the $2 grand got to be for the credit. Like he got to make his mind up. What is the $2 grand for? Is that for the credit restoration or is that from the loan, the 100 to 300,000 loan? Because one of those services, you got to get paid last, my boy. That's just how that works.
Stop the BS. Because at the end of the day, if your credit's that good, where's your black card? Where's your smart card? Where's your credit line for 200 grand, 300 grand? So no, those numbers be making people feel good about themselves because that's how they do poor people. Poor people be like, I got 750, I got 760, my credit good. Okay, so how come you can't get 200 grand? How come you only got a $20,000, $30,000 limit on your credit card if that? If your credit's so good? Because you need to add positive items to your report because sometimes just you paying your light bill, your gas bill, and your rent and maybe your car note, that's not enough information to loan you the credibility for somebody to give you a larger line of credit. So we help you add positive items to your report. Adding positive items can be as simple as a phone number, an email, and definitely a new address that boosts your credit rating and give you the opportunity to get a larger amount of lines of credit. You can also have a business such as a trust or endowment fund that is added as a positive item. Okay, sometimes the things that you did pay back off, we need to make sure they wipe that out your history and you don't get the credit for it. People pay off their student loan and they want it on their credit report. Paying off your student loan will make your credit score lower. Showing it on your credit report will make it lower. And I'll do it like this. If you knew your friend, person A borrowed $10,000. Person B borrowed $10,000. Person A borrowed $10,000 and took 5 years to pay it back. Person B borrowed $10,000, took 5 years to pay it back. But nobody knows person B went through that. Everybody knows person A borrowed $10,000 and it took 5 years to pay back. Both parties did the same thing, but one person said, I don't want people to know that it took.
Yeah, it was just like winter time, like last week. Now it's shit back summer. It's shit crazy.
Me 5 years to pay someone back because 5 years wasn't the duration of time that they were supposed to take to pay that back. So both people owed $10,000, person A and person B. Both of them took 5 years to pay it back, person A and person B. But one person, they know, paid it back, and another person, nobody ever knew they even owed money in the first place, and they don't even know, therefore they don't even know it got paid back. The person who's going to get the loan for the large amount of money is the person that nobody knows owed the money even though they paid it back. The person bragging, well, I paid my student loan debt, bitch, put that on my credit report. Leave that there. I want everyone to know. You're the person that the credit bureaus flame up. You hired yourself up because now everyone knows if we get this money.
We made as much as most people make in an entire day in 30 minutes. You are awesome.
Motherfucking money, you're probably gonna take a long time to pay back anyway. So whenever you pay off a debt, tell them you want that removed from your record, and they will remove it. Tell them you do not want the credit for paying off your debt and for the record. And I'm talking outstanding debts. I'm not talking about you got a car note and you're never late. I'm not talking about that, because dummies say that all the time. They'll say the obvious. Well, no, that's how you build your credit, by being in debt. They always want to go out their way to state the obvious. I'm talking about outstanding debt that you know damn well you're not supposed to take that long to pay back. When you do pay it back, you don't want the credit for taking all that time to pay back a debt. Outstanding debt, because it makes you look bad, and then lenders don't want to give you no money. Real talk. So you know, this is what people be on. Takes 90 business days to get the job done. Just email us at brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and phone number. But I'm gonna tell you this: we are expecting 10% of anything we help you get that you do not have to pay back. I help you get $10,000. I'm expecting $1,000. I help you get $100,000. I'm expecting $10,000. People keep running off and acting like they need all that money, but they never had that money in the first place. When they came to me, they barely had the $2,000, which used to be $3,000. They barely had the $2,000 when they came to me. Then they get $100,000, and $10,000 is too much. Why I gotta give you $10,000 again? Excuse me? It's not like you gotta pay the money back. I'm your first investment. Feed the machine that put you in that position in the first place. Why is that so hard to understand?
That's your clientele.
Why is that hard to understand?
You gotta figure that shit out, bro. You better hire your lawyers and ask. You better ask your lawyers and accountant everybody.
Why?
What are you doing that's wrong?
Just email us your full name and phone number. You see it right there. It's pinned to the top. Don't send an email without sending your phone number. brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name, your phone number. We will remove negative items off your report.
Yeah, he sounds exhausted. Like he got no more energy, no more life in this scam. He's like, damn, man, I expected. You know how people have like scams or even like real services to offer. You be counting your money too fast. Like, all right, all I need is 20 people to join, and that 20 people, I'm gonna get $180,000. Oh my God, I can't wait. So then he released the scam, and maybe 1 or 2 people join, and that 180 grand is so far away. Like, oh shit, I'm far from where I thought I was be. And this is why he's probably going crazy. He probably in his mind had a certain dollar amount where he should be at by this time, and he's nowhere near that shit at all. And he's going bananas.
Add positive items to your report. Boost your credit scores and leverage the results so that you're approved for monies that you do not have to pay back. We'll also make sure you get in the game, not just for any regular credit cards with unlimited limits, credit cards where you don't have late fees. That helps you a lot. Credit cards that when you put that balance transfer option on, you can use one to leverage to knock off the debt of the other if you're doing credit card investing, where I tell you, I play that game called Swipe That Bitch, and you're going to swipe and you're going to invest in something that you know is going to yield you a return. But then I make sure you got 5 or 6 other credit cards that you can leverage and even make the debt start to dissipate. There's a way to do it where you don't have to pay the APR rate or the interest rates if you understand the 2 dates that you have to pay your credit card. The due date and the recording date.
Oh, damn like.
There's 2 different dates. And if you do it right, you
That's
never have to pay
Po-Brotha-light.
interest on any credit card. You know, everybody's always wise at whatever I teach about, but then when you go to their page, they never teach about the things that I talk about.
It's because, my boy, what you're talking about, the audience is really people who own businesses and they have payroll. That means they're paying employees. What you're believing, what you're trying to get for your people, that is only for people who own a business and got employees. Okay? Who has a payroll, who pays employees. You are trying to get people that same money who don't own a business, or if they do, they most likely single LLC, and they don't have employees. That's why nobody's talking about it, because you'd be lucky to know one person close to you that owns a business that hires people that got employees on deck. You damn sure ain't gonna find too many people like that in a poor neighborhood, my boy. So your offices are for poor people. That's pretty much your audience. Dude, you probably won't find one person who owns a business that has employees on payroll. So the offer that you're trying to expose them to, they're not qualified. They're not eligible for that offer. They don't even own a business. So that's why nobody's talking about it. That's the wrong audience.
It's $2,000 up front for you to get access between anything between 50 grand and 300 grand that you don't have to pay back in credit.
All right, so for those who don't know, right? Po-Light is trying to get people. He's telling that, you know, anybody who can hear his voice, he's saying if you pay him $2 grand up front, he can get you access to $100,000 to $300,000 that you don't have to pay back. Okay, if that's possible, it's illegal, because that 100 to 300 grand, that is for people who own a business and paid employees before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after the pandemic. Okay, those are the only people qualified to receive those monies. Okay, there are people who had a business before the pandemic and paid business with employees, paid their employees before the pandemic, paid their employees during the pandemic, and paid their employees after the pandemic. They are the only people who are eligible for this money Po-Light's talking about. But he's going to convince people that any Black person at the sound of his voice can get these benefits. That's a lie, and it's a scam.
Several credit cards. I express to you, these are not regular credit cards. The type of credit cards I roll with.
What do you think of Trump? So I explained it, special needs, so you probably know that you probably got it right now. But yeah, you got to call back later, special needs. You got to come back around 7 p.m. Eastern time, right? And we could talk about that topic, the Trump topic. So if I was you, I'll set your time for 7 p.m. Eastern time and come back later this evening. You dig? And we could talk about Trump. That's a great conversation. Yes, that's the old New York scam. So that's a great conversation, special needs. Come back at 7 p.m. Eastern time or afterwards, doesn't matter, but 7 p.m. the earliest. And, you know, we could talk about Trump.
Smart credit cards, black cards. Y'all seen it in the videos.
Yeah, that lawyer need, when he said lawyers on deck, He got lawyers on deck, but they not with the scam shit. They are his legal counsel that's representing him in that little case he got. They're totally unaware of the scam shit, but they want their money. Well, you got to go get that public defender, my boy.
What else? The mentorship. I give you a wide range of ideas how you may.
But special needs, just real quick. Let us know how you feel about Trump. And then at least we know where you're at. And by later on this evening, we can have a good discussion. But yeah, let us know what you feel about Trump.
Want to invest.
Shit.
A lot of people don't know this, but the best way to get your guns is not by buying them at gun shops. Like 97%.
Your monies, so when it comes in, you can grow your monies, but again, always double check everything I say is discretionary. I'm not credentialed. I'm just sharing my experience. You also get a caseworker that's going to deal with your credit exclusively and immediately. You also have at your disposal my CPAs.
Yo, for those who don't know, this brother right here who's talking, who you see on the screen, he got accused of molesting an underage girl. Okay? I'm gonna use that expression. For the life of me, I do not understand how men can put themselves in that position to be accused of molesting an underage girl. This is why I believe they all did it. You dig? Because how do you even get accused of that? How did you put yourself in a position to even get accused of that? That's why I have to believe when those accusations are there, I just believe them to be true. Stamped, sealed, certified. Because I just don't know, for the life of me, I just don't know how you can put yourself in a position to be accused for molesting, not sexual assault, sexual harassment. That shit can possibly be there, you dig? Miscommunication. But for a little girl, no. If any guy put himself in a position to be accused of sexual assault, sexual molestation, right? For a little girl, how you want to term it. That's almost like a guilty, you know what I mean? For me, that's like, you're just guilty. Because I don't even know how you could put yourself in that position. No, that's not a normal thing. I'm black, I'm a man, and I hang around men, and nobody is in that position. It's like, dude, nobody come close to that position. So I'm like, yo, there gotta be some truth to that for me. That's how I connect dots.
My accountants, my loan officers, because that's how we push the money through. I got a network of people that specialize in getting people the loans they need through my experiences on planet Earth, being with the movers and shit.
Hey, Special Leads, yo, you got the wrench. So go click the link of the channel and paste it in the the chat so we can click it. Instead of us looking them up, you go find exactly who they are, paste the link inside the chat, and then we'll click the link.
Shakers, so I built a damn team that could be available to our community, and everybody's making commissions around me. Everyone's making money off of me, from my clients, you guys, to the people that are.
Yo, I teach elementary kids. I got half boys, half girls, anywhere from ages 6 to 15. Girls, a lot of them. I teach a lot of girls. Why? Why I'm not in the scandal? Some allegations. You dig? That's why I just don't know how that's possible to put yourself in that position to even be accused of it. It's like, how? Most of you guys don't even be around young girls. So the one girl you're around, you get accused of molesting her sexually? I'm around young girls all the time. I teach young kids, young boys and young kids, young boys and young girls, all the time. Never had one for how many? Since 2014, 8 years. 8 years teaching hella. I taught hundreds of kids, hundreds, 200, 300, 400 of kids, girls and boys evenly, probably 200 boys, 200 girls. Never close of an accusation. So for those who put themselves in that position, most likely you're guilty, as far as my mind can compute.
I hired whom I'm their client. I made it viable for everybody. There's reciprocity. That means that it's mutually beneficial to all parties involved.
So Mongo Slay said, polite like cars. Some what I can tell. Why not just do a body shop and custom cars? There's plenty. Yeah. Yo. Yo, Mongo Slade. Yo, my boy, what's his name? He gets hella bread out there in California, customizing cars, rims, all that type of shit. He's bad man Kevin boy. I'm gonna find him. But yeah, he does that. He's a real millionaire with a real service, cars. He hooks cars up, rims and shit like that. He's big out there in LA. He's a millionaire. Okay? For a real fucking service. You see his car shop, you see the rims, nothing about that is fake. It's real rims in a big ass fucking warehouse. It's a real business. You dig? It's that easy, Mongo. It's that easy. Okay, let's go.
Keep the 2,000 and go to a nonprofit. I'm blocking you just for saying something stupid.
Yeah, they are definitely, I believe, rented cars. If and at the very least, probably borrowed car. He probably borrowed a motherfucking car, because he supposedly bought a Ghost and a Bentley, but then on his IG, so brand new 2022, supposedly bought a Ghost and a Bentley together, but then he posts on IG the old ass black fucking, what is that, Bentley? He shows the old black Bentley. So I'm like, wait a minute, if you just bought two brand new fucking cars, why are you showing a picture of your old black one? Weird, like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you getting blocked too. And the reason why I block people, because I don't fuck with trolls. If somebody come on my stream telling a lie, keep the 2,000 and go to a nonprofit. I'm blocking you. Just for saying.
He said keep the $2,000, go to a nonprofit to fix your credit.
Saying something stupid. Yeah, you getting blocked too. And the reason why I block people, because I don't fuck with trolls. If somebody come on my stream,
I'm gonna think of my boy name, and I'm gonna Google him for you. But it's sad, man.
Telling a lie, just to propagate lies, and he's blocking them too, and I blocked you too. And I normally don't block nobody, but just because you said I blocked someone, I blocked your ass, dumbass. Fuck is you coming on my TV show and thinking you got freedom of speech? What the fuck wrong with you niggas? CBS don't let you go on their channel and blast CBS.
Yo, why does he always do that? Like when somebody complains about something that he's doing, why he just can't say, screw you, this is the way I do it? Why does he always got to say, well, Mayweather, well, Jim Jones, well, CBS, Bill Gates, Donald Trump? Like, why does he always got to tell you what other people do to validate himself? Why, bro? You can have standards too. Just say in my chat, keep it respectful or you get blocked. Why you got to go ahead about what CVS does, Walmart does? Yeah, those are not, to me, my personal opinion, those are not normal actions of an innocent, honest person. Like that's something criminal, thieves, liars got to keep doing. Show you how they're not the only one. There's other people practicing like me. Always trying to convince you of some shit.
Fox 5 ain't gonna say, hey, I don't fuck with Fox 5. Let's interview all the niggas who don't fuck with Fox 5 on Fox 5. So why the fuck you think you got freedom of speech on my channel? Why you think you could trash me on my page and then complain? But he's
see, so it's like when he blocks somebody on his page, he gotta explain to his audience why he blocked them. That's weird. Like, yo, block the motherfucker. Everybody block people. Just block them and keep it moving. Like he needs the audience to keep voting for him. Like he needs their trust. Some weird shit.
He's blocking people. You've been blocked, bitch. Get the fuck up out of here. Block party. It ain't even summertime no more. And you niggas, don't go here. This is wrong.
Summertime
oh
today.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I feel out here now.
Yeah, it ain't even summertime. And you niggas is part of the block party. You go to brotherpolite45@gmail.com. You leave your full name and your phone number. You email brotherpolig.
Nothing about, he can wear hats, he can wear shades, he can drive rented cars, borrow cars. Nothing about this bro convinces anybody he's rich, even his own supporters. He has failed to convince people he's rich. He has failed to do it. the glasses, the hat, and the borrowed and rented cars is not enough. You need more people. You need the footnotes. You dig? Why not get the jewelry? Just do it all. Get the jewelry, and why not have some designer clothes for you? I don't know if you can take designer back like that. You dig? So why not have designer clothes, McQueen, Gucci, whoever? That could sell us a little more. But don't just have a hat, red bottom hat, some crazy looking shades, and a Hanes t-shirt. Like, come on, bro. That's not the look of, in my mind, of a rich black braggadocious male.
GHT45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when y'all ready to make this spread, man. We ready to change your life.
I'm on this clown right now. Hey, yo, that would be funny. Hey, yeah, I'm not that petty, but I was gonna like email them and then record the call, ask them questions over the call and record it. But I said, nah, I'm not that invested. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
If no excuses, get tens to hundreds of $1,000s in loan money that you don't have to pay back. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even up to $1 million credit cards by the time I'm done with you. Loan money's for your personal business. For your personal, and loan money's for your business account. When you're ready to take it to that level, and I know
it should be clean. It's not a Hanes white pack of 3 costs like $25. You dig? Of course it'll be clean. Like, I don't expect him to wear a used white tee with the shades and the hat in a borrowed or rented car. I expect him to at least have a brand new tee, but he's never in a house. He's always in a car. It's like, dude, stop, man. Like, that's not convincing, because like your audience, as gullible as they are, they're not as dumb as you think they are. Po-Brotha-light. They see that you don't have the same car, you don't have the same house, you don't have the same surroundings. My boy, nobody's convinced that you even have a steady address. He brought up Mayweather. Mayweather shows the same house for the last 20 fucking years. Mayweather shows the same cars, all white, all black, in his garage. It is like, I ain't even a garage. That's like an underground garage. But he shows you the same shit over and over and over. It's the same. This brother, always in the car. He's never in a big, house. If you can afford all these cars, you would have a big house and you would be there. You would be there. This nigga's always in a fucking car driving somewhere. Like, stop, bro. Nobody believes that shit, man.
Sounds like crazy. But at the end of the day, that's what it means to have several credit cards.
His name is Brother Po-Light. P-O-L, like Po, P-O, light, like a light bulb. Po-Light. Brother Po-Light.
Cards, a business with business loans to get access to grants. If you play the game, this is how all the wealthy people are doing it at the end of the day. If you play the game,
we find out T's. Yeah, right.
Wealthy people are using insurance monies.
And they got a struggle scam.
QRPs, certain types of pension plans, and credit to do what they got to do. Ain't nobody over here making power moves with hundreds of thousands of dollars under the mattress. How you think people are really doing what they're doing?
Yeah. Hey, Ricardo, that's a great point. That's why nobody actually buy them cars. The rappers, Kanye West, nobody actually buy those cars. That's a waste of fucking $300 grand. They don't do that. You dig? They hire motherfuckers to take them around. For one, like, I can't see Kanye West driving. You dig? I can't see Jay-Z actually driving. The motherfuckers be being chauffeured around and shit. Rick Ross and them. And that's one. And yeah, like, it's a bad investment. Unless you buy it to rent it on, Turo, that type of shit. But for me, he didn't. Other people on YouTube have convinced me that, yeah, they're getting money. This dude, none of his antics convinced me that he's getting money. None of them.
You think, everybody's just wealthy and that's how they're able to have an advantage over you? No, people are building wealth out of insurance monies and out of credit.
Right,
and it's time for you guys to learn this.
Hey, Ricardo and Paul game is on it. He's easily triggered to be a rich man. Like, what Well, Paul Game, thank you. That reminds me what I was going to say. If you was rich, why would you put yourself in that fucking stress for poor people who can barely gather $2,000? Why would you be the person they actually talk to? Huh? Why would you're not calling Kanye West, all right? You're not calling him. You're not calling Kim Kardashian. You're not calling Rihanna. You're not talking to Beyonce. You're not talking to anybody who's rich. You did. You're not talking to John Morant. You did. You're talking to a motherfucker that's getting paid to answer the phone calls, for one. Because the shit you're dealing with, Polite, that's what they don't want to deal with. They're going to hire somebody to deal with that shit, and they better do a good job dealing with it, and they better have a good communication with the people calling in, or they fired. You're not a millionaire spending $300,000 on cars like that, and you're answering the fucking phone with poor people. You're not. That's why you don't convince people you're rich. Sorry.
Using credit and insurance to get in front of us. We wouldn't even have this much police brutality if most of us had life insurance. Because every time they kill a nigga, there would be $1 million payout. So imagine killing 100 niggas. You would have to do $100 million or more. If everybody was just getting whole life insurance, and for every day that you be in the hospital, they have to pay you anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 for every day you're in the hospital. Motherfucker beat me in the head with a club, I'm getting 10 bands every day for being in the hospital. If more black people were insured, police would approach brutality very differently.
Right.
Because you would get paid tens of thousands of dollars for each day that you're in the hospital on a bed. And
I'm only sharing this video. I'm only sharing this video because I had other, I'm on that Malika Andrews shit. But I'm only sharing this video because of his outrage at his own clientele. Like, what? Like, yo, you went on live to complain about your poor business practices? Like, dude, like, you don't do that. Like, you don't bitch to your clientele about how bad you are as a businessman. You go back to the drawing board and you iron out the wrinkles and you try to package it a different way where it can be better understood. Yo, when same thing with me. When I do my classes, like I teach real people, got real kids. So like I tried something out the other day with a kid, it worked out. So when I see, let's say 30 kids getting something real easily, but 10 kids are not getting it and they're struggling, for me, it's hard for me to sleep because I'm trying to figure out how can I get those 10 kids to understand it? Because if I can't get them to understand, that's 10 kids I'm going to lose. Okay, it's going to make my business look bad and I'm losing money. It's a double loss. So I can't sleep. I'm trying to think about how the fuck can I make it easy for them kids to learn also, to keep up? So Polite, the same way. If you see people are not paying you your 10% at the back end and the other half ain't paying you $2,000 at all, and whoever else want the refund, how could you sleep? You should be saying, okay, what the fuck can I do? What can I say? How can I repackage this? What I did, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, what I did for my business, I took my fucking name, my phone number off the business card, right? Off the flyer. I took it off. Because a nigga like me, I hate phone calls. Because I got a business phone, I got a personal phone. I never answer the fucking business phone because it's stressful. I don't want to talk to nobody. And as a result, I might miss calls. So what I did was I took my fucking phone number off the business call. Now I got my email on there and they just got to email me. I'm on some polite shit, some polite45@gmail.com. That's it. You can't call me, just email. So for me, going forward, you got to email me. So therefore, I'm not going to miss people now. Okay? I'm telling you, it's stressful. When I'm chilling, I'm at the gym. Right now, I'm chilling with you guys. I'm not trying to look at that phone. I'm not trying to answer questions. I'm going to get my mind off the fucking business. No. So I put my email on the business flyers right now, and that's less stressful for me. My point is, you gotta innovate. Like, you gotta do shit differently. When you see shit ain't going your way, try a different approach.
Your family will be getting paid out $1 million every time you get murdered. through life insurance. It wouldn't even have to do with police brutality per se. Just the fact that you died. This would be the policy. And you can get these kind of policies, $350, $500 a month. But at the same rate, if you get a whole life insurance policy, you could borrow against the insurance policy and use it to purchase.
All right, no, man, if you that funny, we got to do a session where we just clown everybody. We go through videos and just pure jokes. Just jokes. All right, no, man, you down for that? Just absolutely jokes. No seriousness at all. We just trolling and just jokes. And then you that funny? Let's do that.
Purchase something like real estate.
The Gerber onesie. Yeah, I look just like it.
And then if you have a RIT or a real estate investment trust, you could properly fund your real estate.
Hey, peace, guys. Are you into real estate investing or want to be?
No. Jay Morrison got a commercial? How dare he? No. You was not on my radar, Jay Morrison. No.
But you're kind of apprehensive because you don't understand all the lingo, or you don't think your credit will pass, or you don't.
No. Why'd you get on my radar? I was giving you a pass. I never talk about you. No. Oh, the Atlanta Hawks. I gotta watch it. Yo, by the way, my basketball team is the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young all day. You dig? I'm gonna watch that clip in a second. Trae Young all day. I'm an Atlanta Hawks fan. Football, NFL football, I got about 25 fucking teams. I'm not joking. But NBA, I got one team. It's the Atlanta Hawks. But no, Jay Morrison. You was not on my radar. Why did you do it? JT the Pocket Watcher just did something yesterday on Jay Morrison, the biggest fake guru. All right, why did you hop on? No, this is Jay Morrison right here.
Don't make enough money. All good stuff. Or the recession upcoming concerns you, or is it a seller's market, a buyer's market, or is it really my lane? Can I do it with felonies? Can I do it while I'm in college? Can I do it with no college education? Family, I've already been tried and tested the last 20 years in the business.
Oh, okay.
State investment.
Hold on. I gotta watch this later now. Jay Morrison, why'd you do the ad shit? Now you're on my radar. I gotta play this shit right here later. Jay Morrison's next.
Russ. Through this whole working model. And this is the stuff that I teach when you just come to me just to boost your credit. I'm over here teaching people this type of stuff when it comes to just boosting their credit.
Down goes another hero.
Talk to me nice, man. Just hit me up, brotherpolite45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to make this bread. Don't waste my time.
Yeah, no, man,
don't call me, tell me you're ready in 2 weeks, 2 months.
Listen. In high school, I went for a class clown. I got second place, almost won. You dig? Listen, believe me. In summer school, a big bully spit on me. This big bully, when I say big bully, all through high school, I didn't weigh no more than like 130, okay? This dude, football team, about 300, like easily 300 pounds. Easy 300 pounds. I'm 130, 300, 200 more pounds of me. This nigga decides summer school, he want to roast everybody. So he gets to me, right? And I'm taking it like, yeah, I laughed at other people. Okay, cool, my turn, whatever. But this nigga want to prolong on me. So I'm like, all right, my boy. So now I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, my boy, I'm letting you get your laughs off. If I dare to respond, I'm going to fucking Eddie Murphy Chappelle your ass. You dig? So hurry up and get off me. Because right now, I'm feeling like you just belaboring it on me a little too long. And I got an ego here. Because I'm a guy who got jokes. And he kept going. I was like, Chappelle, I can't take this shit no more. You dig? I got on that motherfucker. Everybody laughing at him. That motherfucker did a right in my face. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? I know what you fake thugs gonna do. Get your ass beat in summer class. I'd rather just get spit on than get my ass beat and be the talk of the fucking my whole life. So I got spat on. He did hawk spit. He hawk spit spat on my fucking face. I took the L. But I won the roasting contest, you dig? I took the L though, and guess what? that ain't go far. A lot of my friends don't even today. A lot of my friends today that went to my high school, same year as me, a little bit ahead of me, don't even know about that incident. Now, had I tried to be fake tough and try to throw a punch, I would have got my ass obliterated, and I would have been a talk of the fucking decade. Okay, I'm a smart guy. I could take an L. I took one that day, so I could take an L. But the moral of the story is that nigga got on me and didn't know. Oh yeah, Rondell got jokes, nigga. You done fucked up. I'm just chilling, right? I'm in summer class, just chilling. Yo, yeah, my tongue is really like the weapon, like the Bible says, the sword. Nah, when I get to roasting, nah, you ain't gonna like me no more. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, that's why I don't like to do it, because whoever I get involved with, they're gonna try to fight me because I go OD. I'm all in. I'm all in. Nothing you can say can hurt my feelings. I heard everything about me. Nothing you can say can hurt my feelings, by the way. But you ain't so tough under the skin. And for me, anybody can get it. Grandma, everybody. So, yeah, let's go. What's up? I even got hooked on the damn basketball court some years later. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, I got it.
Don't call as if you don't know it costs $2,000 up front. And then when I say $2,000 up front, oh,
that nigga said, oh. But I ain't gonna lie. When he did that, I seen his rage. I thought he was gonna like obliterate me with the fist. When he hawk spit on me, I ain't gonna lie. I felt like that was a relief. Oh yes, good. Oh, that's all he wanted to do? Good. Oh shit, I thought he was gonna fuck me up in here. Good. Cause I couldn't stop. Once I got going, I couldn't stop. And all you gonna do is spit on me? I'll take that. I'll take a spit. Cause that nigga could have like threw me out the fucking window if he wanted to. Some Teen Wolf shit.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is not working. This is not working. Grow up, man. We're adults,
right,
man.
So Mongo Slade asked a good question. He said, Jay Morrison versus Po-Brotha-light, who is the real scam? Yeah, they are, but Jay Morrison is worse. And what makes you a worse scam artist when you're more trusted. When you're more trusted, you're a worse scam artist. When you're less trusted, you're not that, you're not that good. So you're not really that bad. You're not good at it. Po-Brotha-light's not good at it. Jay Morrison is very good at it. So I would say Jay Morrison is the worst scam artist.
Grow up. Stop wasting people's time. You're ready? You're ready. If you're not, it's okay. No harm, no foul. But don't complain to a man about a price that he charges for a service that I know damn well, with all of the people I'm making available to you, caseworkers, assistants.
But caseworker says, stop fucking lying. But I could come on here on YouTube and like be real. I ain't gotta lie and say, yo, we was hiking. He spit on me and I could easily said, I beat his ass to a pulp. Fuck that bully. I could have lied to y'all. Y'all don't know me. You dig? I could have lied. But that's why I'm called unbiased sports. I'm fair and I'm usually honest. Usually. Because I do lie. You dig? But I was honest. I took the L. Got socked on the basketball court. I was young as fuck. I was 17, 18. I was never a thug, but I was never a thug. I was a geek my whole life. You dig? So let me just be clear. All right. I was a geek. I was with the geek crew. But I knew how to roast stuff. So like even right now, yeah. Listen, I will challenge anybody to a no holds bar roast. It's just me and you, no audience, nobody. I guarantee I'm undefeated in those fucking cage matches. Shut the door, just me and you. I'm my audience, you're your audience. Let's see who wins this shit. Because I laugh at my own jokes. You probably laugh at your own jokes, so you don't want that smoke. That's why I'm undefeated. I laugh at my own jokes. So, but I knew how good I was. So I fell back for getting spit on and socked in the eye. I realized, okay, I'm too good. Let me just relax on this hike, just roasting shit. Let me just, do something else. And just laugh at niggas. And don't say shit. And that's been my role ever since. I just laugh at other niggas' jokes. I don't joke no more. I'm too good at it.
Myself as a mentor, CPAs, accountants, loan officers for every step of the way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though, man. But I get what y'all saying, that whole disrespect fit. That's just subjective. Disrespect is subjective. So everybody's disrespect is different. Everybody's tolerance is different. I feel like being punched in the face is disrespect. You dig? I felt like now you calling me a bitch. I can't fight. I ain't gonna do shit about it. I felt like, yeah, I feel like a punch is more disrespect. You dig? So that's just me. That's why I say disrespect is subjective. Like everybody tolerance is different based on different actions.
As you begin to progress, I say this is a 60 to 90 business days thing. But honestly, I've been working with some people for half a year, up into a year. Because it's not just me working, so I could afford.
Now, hey, Donnie, if it was outside, I would have punched and ran. Because that's why I don't think nobody can beat me in fighting. When we're outside, I'm gonna beat everybody's ass. Because I don't mind doing some Pernell Whitaker shit, punch you and run around, punch you again, run around. I'm very fast. My arms are long for my size. Okay, for my height, my arms are like abnormally long. So you will like slap box. I have to fuck niggas up. So yeah, I'm able to punch you in the face, and I'm really fast, and I could juke on some Barry Sanders shit. So I'll punch you in the face, and I'll just juke. You ain't gonna catch me, and I'll punch you in the face again. So like on some one-on-one shit outside, I'm very confident in my ability to win a fight because I have no pride when it comes to running around so you can't catch me. But I'm not gonna run from you. I'm gonna run around so you can't catch me, but I'm gonna run back towards you on some Muhammad Ali shit. In the classroom, no ma'am, I felt like I'm gonna get my ass beat. But if it was outdoors, yes, I would have punched, and his fat ass would never caught me. I would have punched him again and again and again. He would never caught me. Outside in the field, I'm confident. In a closed environment, not so confident. Let me grab my charger. Let me play a commercial real quick. Let me grab cause I don't want to miss this polite shit.
One more confession. I got one more confession. On top of being the greatest black political scientist in American history and the greatest black school psychologist in American history, I'm taking the LSAT in January to go to law school. I'm taking the LSAT in January to go to law school. I want to be the greatest black educational attorney of all time. I'm already the greatest black school psychologist of all time. I'm already the greatest black political scientist of all time. I want to be the greatest black educational attorney of all time. I'm taking the LSAT in January. I've made up my mind. I'm taking the law school admission test in January. I've made up my mind. Enough playing with you coons. Enough playing with these coons. Let's make it pop. Let's get back.
Today, I would like to show you 70 ingenious projects I built around my house that you can easily replicate on your own property. In fact, what I want to do over the next few minutes is hand you the exact plans and step-by-step instructions with pictures and videos for each one of them. You'll also receive a list of materials needed for every project and where you can order them as cheaply as possible. Projects like the scalable rainwater catchment system that automatically filters water, a simple stove adjustment that gives you free hot water at the faucet, and an off-grid shower you can connect to it. Then there's the smokeless smokehouse that preserves meat and cheese as you cook your everyday meals, a portable hydro generator, the DIY no-grid air conditioning, a little project for making pure water out of thin air, a PVC hand pump for take advantage of water beneath your property, the high-yield raised beds that you can build in under an hour, an inexpensive solar panel setup that can power a regular fridge 24/7, a TV, and a laptop at the same time as well, and the battery bank to store any surplus energy for other appliances. There's also the perpetual backyard aquaponics system that can provide food even in the darkest of days, a cool stone oven that you can add to your backyard, a zero-waste toilet, the off-grid refrigerator, and the food-growing fence. Just to name a few of the over 70 backyard projects I've built myself and that you can take advantage of today. I'm also going to share with you some very important home projects that every person should know to be safe and be able to protect his or her own family in times of economic crisis, long-term blackouts, riots, hyperinflation, hurricanes, or other unforeseen events that may come our way. I am talking about the only 5 long-lasting survival superfoods that you really need to know. How to set up automated traps for small game animals, birds, and garden pests. How to make and set up a tripwire alarms on your property against looters who may want to rob you while you're asleep. How to operate a ham radio during an emergency. Keep fuel good for years. Plant a complete backyard medicinal garden. recycle spent ammo, or how to build an untraceable ghost gun that no one will ever confiscate because it doesn't exist or appear in any records. These simple but clever projects were developed to keep your loved ones well-fed and healthy during dark.
So Richard Nixon becomes president January 20th of 1969. The Rainbow Riots are June 28th, 1969.
This nigga Dr. Umar connecting all type of dots.
Or to kind of keep it going, because so long as you're willing to give me 10% of everything I keep making for you, why would I not milk the cow if I could make you another?
Yeah, look at this nigga business plan, yo.
So I could afford to kind of keep it going, because so long as you're willing to give me 10% of everything I keep making for you, why would I not milk the cow if I could make you another 20,000 and you're gonna give me 2 G's? If I can make you 100 grand and you're gonna give me 10 grand, why would I stop the relationship if I see more opportunity to get you more money? Because if I get you money, I'm getting money. Leave your name and your number when you're ready. Always leave your phone number. It's just common sense. Common sense. There's so much money out here. So I know when people be like, he's just talking about millions of dollars, automatically black people just feel like this shit is scam because he said the $1 million mark. You got to keep it at $500, baby, for me to feel it. Man, I can't talk that broke dumb shit, because everybody's whipping our ass, because everybody really knows the money that's out here that's available, except for us. And then when I talk about it, man, but he said $1 million though.
Yeah, that shit sound crazy.
He said $1 million.
Yeah. You and the other scam guy played yesterday. Talked that $1 million shit. Even the baby, you know, he says million dollar something. I mean, billion dollar baby. The baby will never see $1 billion. He's not that talented. I like him, but he's not that talented. He'll never see $1 billion. Okay, yes, y'all niggas be saying some crazy shit.
That's why I gotta say dumb shit and lower than.
And especially, so you say million. The other scam artist said million yesterday. Neither one of you millionaires. Adrian Broner says billions. The baby say billions, and they're not billionaires. So yeah, when people say something that they're not, people usually get on edge.
Amount like tens of thousands and 100,000. I gotta say stuff like that when I know damn well the right 5 credit cards is gonna get you $500,000 upward. I mean,
by the way, fill out the poll. Here's a spoiler alert. I'm asking about this scam right here that he's offering. When he says send them $2 grand, he'll get you access to $100,000 to $300,000. Do you believe that's a scam or that's just a bad business practice from Polite, a bad business offer? Just let you know, a spoiler alert, that when you fix credit, you're not allowed to take money up front. So the $2 grand, by that definition, is a scam. Okay, you're supposed to only get paid on the back end. That's 1. 2, he's trying to get you access to money that you're not eligible for, because to get access to that money, you have to have had a business and you had to have employees that you paid before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after the pandemic. You had to have payroll, not just a single LLC member, not a multi-member of an LLC. You had to have employees, and you paid them before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and after the pandemic. If you have not done that, then you're not eligible for $100,000 to $300,000. If he gets you that money anyway, it's a fucking scam. You're going to prison, and this crazy motherfucker.
I mean, what does unlimited mean? Unlimited stops at 10 grand. You don't even realize if you get 3 unlimited credit cards, what it does for your credit.
Hey, Gary Hart, it's still there. The poll is still open. It's still there, Gary Hart. Look inside the chat. The poll is right there.
And the monies that's available to people that have 3 unlimited credit cards. My goal is to get you on the level, and then also make sure that you're bankable. You got to have at least 3 revolving accounts, 1 installment account. And what I'm talking about, at least 3 different types, like let's say credit cards or revolving accounts. And then maybe you have a boat or a house or a car. That's another type of account. That means that you're bankable. There's a criteria for people that are bankable. And the second you become bankable, then there's money available to bankable people. There's criteria all over the place. Which criteria do you meet? Which demographic are you a part of? So you can get the loan money, so you can get the grant money. The employee retention credit, if you have a business. W-2 employees.
So he just said it. If you have a business with W-2 employees, he just said the shit.
Retention credit, if you have a business. W-2 employees, not 1099s. Around 10 of them or so. You're going to get $26,000 on each employee.
So he just said, so who the fuck is this stupid nigga speaking to? Yo, come on. Listen. The poll is based on that. Who is this dumb nigga speaking to? He said, you got employees. He gave you the limit. He said at least 10 employees. He said not 1099. He said they got to be W-2. So Polite just said it. He said you need to have employees and they got to be W-2 employees, not 1099 employees. That means they're not contractors. Okay? That means they're really on payroll. And then he said at the minimum 10. Nigga, what black woman you know with fucking 10 employees, huh? With a W-2. The chat, how many of you people know black men and women? More than one, or at least one, that has at least 10. I only know one black man in my life. I was working for him. But how many black people you know that has 10 fucking employees and they're W-2, not 1099? They're actually hired through the company. They get benefits. That's what W-2 is. They get some type of benefit. So what audience is he speaking to? How many niggas you know that, and why would they come to your stupid ass? Okay, if they did have that type of business structure where they had 10 employees and they were W-2, why the fuck would they fuck with Polite? They will already have their accountants and CPAs on deck to do that shit for them. Why would they go to a fucking 9th grade high school dropout? Come on, let's stop being stupid.
W-2 and the employee retention credit, if you have a business. W-2 employees, not 1099s. Around 10 of them or so. You're going to get $26,000 on each employee. That's crazy. So that means if you got 10 employees, you got over $250,000 available to you. But I got to feel like a liar because I'm telling you it's $250,000 available to you because if you got a business, I got to look like a liar.
Yeah, because how many niggas you know in your fucking chat who follows you that's entertained by your bullshit that has a business with 10 employees? Why the fuck would they need you, nigga? They got 10 employees. They got to be doing have some type of success. Why would they need you, a 9th grade fucking dropout?
But it's true. It's called the Employee Retention Credit, ERC. And I have my specialists that are available for you to help push it through.
Yeah, but your specialist would charge 20% on the back end. So unless you're telling your specialist, yo, I can get you people. I mean, I never thought about this one, but maybe Polite, but it's still a scam where you packaged it. But maybe Polite told this so-called specialist, yo, you charge 20, how about I get you people? Let me get half. I doubt they'd do that shit. But let's say if they fell for that, okay, I'll give you half. So is that why he's asking for 10%? But then the other person don't get paid. Yeah, so I can't, it don't make any sense.
Provided you give us 10% of what you get when we get the job done for you. You know, talking this money shit, you know what people say. I just want Polite get back to the knowledge. Yeah, okay. You keep fucking with the knowledge that don't pay the bills and calling that shit the knowledge. And I agree. A lot of stuff is knowledge, but like why this is not qualified as knowledge, I don't know.
Because you're misrepresenting.
But I'm gonna talk to you.
Program.
I feel you guys.
Not for everybody.
Just email me.
Eligible, okay? And most niggas and most white folks not eligible. Who the fuck got 10 employees? Stop, bruh.
He said my dude deleted my comment on Instagram when, and now your dude blocked you on Facebook. Good luck. Keep talking. I'm gonna track your ass down on IG too. You lucky you only got deleted. Now you're blocked over here. Fuck you look like. I mean, people with the bitchy shit. Like, I'm just not in the mood today. My next stream, I'll leave everything up. Y'all know I don't be blocking people or erasing, but today's the day because there's too many.
Yeah, because Polite got a lot of fanatics. Like this nigga. I mean, I want people to. I want to highlight that Polite's not only a scam artist, but he's actually stupid. Like there's some people, like Jay Morrison is a smart scam artist. Polite is actually stupid. Like I just explained his shit. The ERC, he just said it. It's for Polite just at his own mouth. He just said it's for business owners with a limit of 10 employees, and these 10 employees have to be within the company. That means they talk to HR. They got a fucking some type of benefits, 401, whatever they got, 401k. You dig? They got W-2s. Okay, they don't pay taxes. They get taxes back. Okay. Why would they fuck with a high school dropout? That means that if you got 10 employees, I don't know if y'all just stupid or never been in business and don't know people with a business. But if you got 10 employees, you already have your own specialist. You already have your own accountant or your own CPA. You don't need, so that means that if Polite even gave you the idea of ERC, you are at the very least is telling your people on staff, your accountants, like, what the ERC? See if I'm eligible. But believe me, your accountant and CPA already know about it. That's their fucking job. Accountants and CPAs, their job is to get you access to those type of benefits to keep them motherfuckers on your payroll. That's their job to know that I'm a business owner. I got a fucking CPA. Okay, their job is to find shit that works out for you. Okay, they're gonna call you because they get money. They're gonna charge your stupid ass for the findings and the filings. The findings and the filings. They're gonna charge you. Why would they not bring it to your attention? Okay, so all that being said, you got 10 employees. That means you were filing taxes. Who did your taxes? You most likely had a fucking CPA or an accountant, unless you did it your fucking self. All right, but you definitely had no high school dropout do it for you. Okay, so you don't need Polite at all. If Polite gave you wind of something, you're going to bring it by your specialist by yourself. So there's no need for this nigga at all. But he's lying, acting like it's for the average American. Business owner, limit of 10 employees, W-2, and you had to have your business before the pandemic, during the pandemic, after the pandemic, right now. They got to still be afloat. And you're paying your employees all that time. You paid your employees before the pandemic, you paid your employees during the pandemic, and you're paying your employees now. You are then eligible for the ERC. That nigga lying.
Trolls and some people are agents to try to defer people's attention to make them grow in insecurity. I ain't got the time. But anyway, Brother Polite.
Real estate prices are going down.
This nigga again.
Inflation's going up. Interest rates is going up. This is the perfect time to build wealth in real estate.
Hold on. Wait, we got something for you though. Okay, Jay Morrison, this ain't your day, bro. You appeared on my screen and you are next. You were not next, but because you're on my screen while I'm trying to get through this live, you're next. JT the Pocket Watcher already dealt with you and he got your ass again. Okay?
Seen it before in 2008? Well, I did.
No, you didn't.
Life45@gmail.com. Leave your full name and your phone number when you're ready to spend. And please, if you know I'm boosting your credit and getting it in, if you made a little bread, you ain't got to tell people your money business. But if I boost your credit, man, send me a 30, 45-second video saying how you're...
Talking about that debate with him and Polite. Yeah. Chief Facts, maybe they thought you lost because you weren't saying the big words. You did. You weren't talking fast. You were not confusing them. So, people like to be confused. They like so-called big words, and they like fast talkers, like Jay Morrison. When you can do that, you're considered a guru in the conscious community. Quotations. No other community, no other Black community, just the conscious Black community. You're considered smart. This nigga right here is considered brilliant.
Scores went up to X amount, what it used to be prior, or just say it went up 100 some points if you feel embarrassed. It's okay. You could be, if you feel embarrassed, just say, yo, the brother boosted my credit. Thank you, Brother Polite. I'm from city, state. My score went up this much points. Thank you, Polite.
No, man, that's a good point. Hey, yo, Jay Morrison, your scamming is just horrible because your advertisement is on Polite's fucking video. They did you dirty. I will get that money back. Like, don't put me after Polite. Please don't do that during a Polite video.
30, 45 seconds. I'm doing a video collage of everybody that I've been empowering. Because when you change someone's credit, you change their life. When you're in a capitalist system like America, you're changing people's lives. My Canadians, I expect the same thing from y'all. Because we've been lighting y'all stuff, y'all credit scores up too in Canada.
Advertising each other fans, man. Yo, but like, even though I say Jay Morrison is worse only because influence is greater than Polite, but Polite is the sloppiest scam artist ever. Because even the dude I played yesterday, King Hustle, he scams, but he tells you a scammer for one. He tells you he scams, and he stays to his lane. Polite is the only scammer I know. Umar's not a scammer, but he's a liar. So Polite's a scammer and a liar. Umar's a liar. Okay, so Polite is he's everything. He's a real estate guru. He knows about cryptocurrency. He knows about stocks. He knows about Forex. He knows about health and wealth. He knows about just name it. This motherfucker, you name it. He knows about it. Like and he speaks fucking 13 languages. We only ever heard this nigga speak English. But he speaks 13 languages. You know, so yeah, that's why I say like he's the most sloppiest liar and scammer of all time. Sloppiest.
Let's get to it. But you guys that got businesses, if you need help meeting the criteria as far as having enough employees, you'd be surprised the little tweaks that you need to be approved.
Miss Tiff, I went to his IG where he was like showing off his cards, his alleged cards, and you had people in the comment section, like 2-3 people was like, yeah, I'm gonna holler at you. So yeah, it's like people, Polite understands that if he's talking to 100,000 people, he understands that, not even 100,000, if he's talking to 1,000 people, he understands that it takes 5 people to say, I'll do it. That's 10 grand. So he don't care if, 90% of people are rejecting him. He doesn't care. If 10% accepts him, that's a bag for him because he's a nigga with no real income.
Money that's available
to say no real proven income that can satisfy our curious minds.
You for personal loan or for business loan. A lot of money out there.
Oh yeah, Jay Morrison's next, but I really want to do RZA Islam with his scam with his mother. I think RZA Islam's scam is the most impactful scam out of worse than Jay Morrison, worse than Polite. So I would say RZA Islam, the scam that he got to go to court for with his mom, I would say his scam dented Black society more than anybody else scam that I could think off top.
Let's stop playing around and get to the money and stop making me the demon because I'm talking like big numbers. The numbers are big because it's just true. I'm tired of being here lying about the numbers and trying to make them sound a little smaller so they can sound believable. Why you don't believe that you have the right to have access to 6 figures or more? Why you don't believe you have the right to get an unlimited fucking credit card and swipe that bitch, but be smart enough to swipe it for an investment?
Hey, Chief X, believe me. Yeah, I think everybody in that chat knows Polite has no real income. Like, I think everybody in that chat understands Polite, or at least a high, damn near 100% people in my chat believes that Polite has no real income. He's indeed a scammer, and he's nowhere living his best life. Nowhere near. I think most of us, even on our lows, are doing just as good as him. Okay? He has failed. He has so many opportunities to prove he got money. Give me some goddamn money. Give me 80 grand, you dig? Let me make 30 grand a fucking month. Y'all would think I make Mayweather money where I be fucking flossing. So y'all telling me that this nigga is a millionaire, he cannot convince a layman woman that he's a millionaire? He's supposed to be a millionaire, and he has not done nothing remotely close to convince us. Let me make 30 grand a month. I guarantee you, the way I be fucking spending money and flossing, y'all would think I'm on some Bill Gates shit. I guarantee you. I'll show you how to do that motherfucking thing. You dig? I be broke to the motherfucker, but shit, the way I be spending, you be like, yo, that nigga on buys, he got like that. Just 30 grand a month. Shit, 20 grand a month, I might do the same shit. So For a nigga who's actually a millionaire, allegedly, stop. Like he wouldn't even have to try hard to convince us. It just be his lifestyle, but he can't do it.
So you can get a return.
He's a fraud.
I know I'm the only one saying use credit cards and make investments. But where else you gonna get the money from if you ain't getting it from nowhere else? If I can find a way to get a nigga a credit card for 100 bands, then if that's the way we gotta go to get you 100 bands, that's the way we gotta go. Cause I'm from the fucking hood.
Oh shit, here we go.
Shit don't work out. Shit. Ain't like we ain't owe niggas before. You niggas owe more than that in student loan money.
Now he go backtracking. He goes saying if he can't get you the money you can't pay back, then fuck it. Take 100 grand you got to pay back and just spend it up. Just blow it. Just run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. You know the rappers, run it up, run it up. They be like doing it running with the arms, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. This nigga went back to the loan shit. So yeah, fuck all the loan you don't got to pay back. What if I only can get you a loan you got to pay back? Fuck it, just run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up.
Fuck. Let's just get you the money and see what we can do. That's just a street nigga talking to you. Blessings in abundance. If this is over your head, then it goes over your head. But if I can get you 3, 4, 5 of them things, you damn near $500,000 up or more. Talk to me nice. Everything you invest in can't be wrong. Blessings in abundance. Hit me.
Hey, yeah, I'm telling you, anybody with significant income, like real, like I said, you making not even 100 grand, you making like 200 grand or better. I bet you if they was trying to, like, if they were big spenders, they could sell you easily without trying that they are doing better than what they actually are. If you make 200 to 250 grand a year, you can, and you're not that responsible with money, but you pay your bills on time, but you blow your money, your savings ain't really that heavy, you can easily fool lay men and lay women that you are just rich. Easily. Keep in mind, I say your savings are really low. You pay your bills on time, but you kind of like blow your money. You like check to check, basically. You can 250 grand a year. You can easily convince motherfuckers that you got it like that easily. So for a person who's actually a millionaire, who's struggling to convince poor people that he got like that, that's just, for me, that's just everything. But you dig? Let me check the poll. Okay, so we got 15% says he's not scamming, 85% says he is scamming. All right, so I gotta do a better job pointing out he's a scam artist. Y'all don't know how to destroy your credit properly? Allow me to teach you 3 simple steps. Here's the poll, so I can see it yourself. Never trust a man who always wears shades. People like red and blue pill to it. Hey, red and blue pill twins. They keep shades on. Eyes are the window to the soul, and they hide that because they shady. He said shades and shady. That's funny. You dig? Yeah, we got a nice vote count. All right, so it's 3:40. I got it. He's waking. He's probably up by now. I'm outside. Let me go back on the daddy duties, and I might want to hold a debate. I might, not a debate, but a challenge. Who really raised kids better, a single mom or a single dad? You dig? I don't know. What y'all think? Hey, yo, first thing we gotta do is this. We gotta debunk the myth that Black men don't take care of their kids. Like, I mean, because like I think that was silently debunked. I think time debunked that, but it has to be on record. I think that got to be like a Black men do take care of their kids. Change my mind, like one of those challenges. You dig? A Steven Crowder type setup. Because all I ever see when I go places is Black men with their family or the Black man with the kid. Like today, I went to Wawa. Black man with kids. Black man had a shirt said he's the greatest dad ever. So I'm like, yeah, so that myth I know was low-key debunked silently, but I want to debunk it publicly. All right, I'm telling you, I think the country definitely recognized on the low that Black men take care of kids, but they might throw it out there here and there. So I want to definitely challenge that myth. Okay, So, and I'm talking about the collective. I ain't talking about individual cases. I know there's some bum niggas out there who ain't shit that deserve jail time for not taking care of their kids. But I'm saying collectively, I think the percentage is greater, far and greater. The positive outweighs the negative, far. I guarantee it's like 80 to 20. Because not only do black men take care of their own kids, they take care of the woman's kids too. That's not his. More than other men in the country. I think that's a good discussion to have. Because that myth got to be debunked and put to rest. Nah, you know, I get it, no man, but I think it was just like low key debunked. I don't think it was like ever on the table so for it to be recognized where it's like an actual talking point, you know, a discussion, a topic. But anyway, thank everybody. Yeah, I thank everybody. Well, I more so want to debunk the black men don't take care of their kids. Like fuck a competition, but just that notion. Because everywhere I go, I see black men with their kids. Or like again, like my friends, you dig? My friends, like Amber said, her no ma'am says her friends. I'm saying my friends, they all take care of their kids. Like I don't know when that doesn't. You dig? If they're not with the mother, they take care of their kids. They get, you know, joint custody. Or the ones they're married and they with their kids. Like I don't have friends who are like absent from their kids. I just don't have. I forgot that shit even exists. You know, that myth. So children definitely need both parents. But I think, you know, one parent could do a solid job. You dig? If they're not bitter. I think if the actual parent is there, male or female, if they're not bitter, they can do a solid job raising the kid. A good job. All right. So we're out of here. Thanks for showing up. Polite's latest scam. His sales are dropping. They're falling. He's pissed off. You heard it from him, your own self. You dig? So yeah, Riza Islam. We gotta go over his scam. Like man, Jay Morrison been in the public eye before. Riza Islam's scam has not. So I think we need to really focus on his scam. And when you see his scam, then you're not going to be surprised by his latest allegations. You dig?